The place we went to just had little hills and things that were just a little bit too high. So we stayed there, I don't know, an hour, hour and a half, and then we moved. When we moved, Susan and Bill McGee decided that they were going to go ahead and take off because Susan was having some problems with, I think, her arthritis. But Donald Hagemeyer, Heather Millett, Luis and Jonathan Petrocinio and me went down to the Air Force Base on the outside at a place called Apex, where we pulled off the road, set up the camera, and just were watching. We were looking for UFOs at Nellis. Well, it turns out we didn't see any UFOs at Nellis, but anyway, I noticed this going on the other side of the valley, looking back from Nellis towards my home, of all places. And I noticed this thing going on, so we set the night vision camera on it. I couldn't film it with the camcorder because dumb me left the SD card in the SD card reader on my computer. I showed up out there without being able to use my camcorder. But that's okay because this video is an hour and 12 minutes long. So what I'm doing in order to get it out today and make it where you can see it without sitting around for an hour and 12 minutes is speeding it up by 6 times. I'll tell you what, man, this was just so amazing. All 5 of us kept taking turns looking through the lens and watching these formations go where they were going. They were just all over the place. We were kind of laughing because sometimes it looked like they were forming little shapes like footballs, footprints. It was a blast. But I'll tell you what, this might be one of the more amazing videos that I've ever probably taken. You can barely see, I think, what are the foothills of the Blue Diamond Hills. We all agreed that this must be going over maybe Red Rock Canyon. So anyway, enjoy this video. It might be the best one I ever took just because this went on so long. We actually watched it for, like I say, an hour and 12 minutes. And everybody had to kind of take off and go home, so I cut this off short. I didn't even, have a chance to film the whole thing. I did notice, though, on the way home, I couldn't see them while traveling on the freeway going towards that direction. And then when I got home, I went outside and I didn't see them. So the event must have happened or ended right after we left. I'm so sorry that the first 2 people, Bill and Susan McGee, didn't get a chance to see this with us. Once in a while you'll notice an airplane fly by. It doesn't necessarily mean that it was anywhere near this. I know we don't get a lot of airplanes flying over my house, not that low. The other thing is right when this video begins, I zoomed in a little bit. But I noticed above it that there were 2 red objects. And I don't know if they stayed up there or they came down and joined these. But these ones, we were kind of counting as we were going along. And at one point I think I saw as many as 11 or 12. And you can see they're swirling around like crazy, man. It was so cool. So anyway, in an attempt to get this out so that people can see it, I'm speeding it up. It's still going to be a little bit long, but not nearly as long as sitting around for an hour and 12 minutes. And you can still see what these things were doing. Just incredible. So anyway, here you go. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Oh.